Welcome back to another edition of the Coach's Corner. I'm here with coach of the baseball team, Dusty Rhodes. Thank you for joining us, Coach Rhodes.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We have the alumni game coming up this weekend. Talk to me a little bit about that, what you look for in the team, what you look for the alumni game.
Well, when I first got here in 1986, when we had our first team, was really the year of '88. I made a point to tell all those players on that team, the one thing I want you to be able to do is I want you to stick together over the years, because down the line you don't know whether or not you'll ever see these guys again, or the situation comes up where guys go into the business together, different guys, they just network. You know, if there's something they need and they played baseball here, then they go help each other out. And they've done that pretty much the whole way. So we've got over 200 members in our alumni baseball club. And they've always come back. Usually we have anywhere from close to 80 guys, maybe 100 sometimes. They bring their families back. It's a big thing for us because they bring their families. We get to see their sons and daughters, and they get to spend some time with guys they played with and meet the new guys, and it's always worked out really good for us.
Well, that's really interesting. So you do actually have guys that come from around, even not even in Jacksonville area, to come down for the like they may have moved away, that'll come down and bring their families and visit.
Yeah, we got guys. Usually, we got two guys. One of them lives in Cincinnati. He works for Gatorade. The other guy actually owns a business in Virginia. They all come every year. They were on the very first two teams that were here, and I don't think they've ever missed a time. So they travel from everywhere, and it's really good. It's good to see those guys and see what they did with their lives.
Well, that's great that you can actually keep the concept of team together. You know, even through the years, they still act as a team when they come back. And then we do have the fall ball game coming up as well. Talk to me a little bit about that and what you look for in that game.
Well, it's the end of our fall practice season. We're limited, and we can only practice 24 days in a 45-day window in the fall. And what we end up doing, we have a blue-gray game the Saturday before the alumni game. We invite all the parents of the team, the players on the team now, give them an opportunity to see everybody play. They're in contact with the players. They get to come up and see the university and watch their sons play, and it's worked out pretty good because a lot of the alumni will be there, and you know, it's just like a gathering of all the teams that have been here, and I've been here. This will be the 24th team, so there are a lot of people come back, and it's good for them to have a good time.
That's great. And do you have any new prospects this year? Any new players that are standing out so far?
Well, we've got 4 or 5 freshman pitchers that came in this year, and we had 4 that we redshirted last year because we lost 6 senior pitchers. So they've all done pretty well. Some of them are just a little bit, you know, it's new going to college. Competition's a little bit tougher. The practices are a lot tougher. You know, working in a weight room, getting up and lifting at 5 in the morning, and have to do that, and have to go and do the things that we need to, you know, to accomplish in a short period of time we have in the fall. But they've been doing pretty well, and we've got some pretty good guys coming back. Last year we beat Miami, Florida, and Florida State. We were the only team to beat all 3 of them in the state. So I think, you know, getting these guys back with some of the seniors we got and some of the new guys are going to be okay.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's what you did last year. What do you expect? What are your expectations this year?
Well, this is the first year we can go to postseason play. In the last 4 years, we've qualified to go to the conference tournament all 4 years, but what we've done over the last 4 years, it didn't make a difference really. We couldn't go to postseason play, so we played everybody we had. The idea was to bring in some young guys, put them together, let them go for 4 years or 3 years, and this is the 4th year when we go to postseason play. So we put together a pretty tough schedule for them over the years. We played LSU and beat them. We beat Mississippi State. We played North Carolina and Tulane, Ohio State. So we played some teams that have been to the regionals, have been to the World Series. So that was the idea, was teach them how to win and how to play those guys. And you know, it's going to open up this year with Ohio State at home. Then we go to a tournament with Wichita State and South Alabama. Then we come back and play Florida State. So start the season off, we played pretty tough, but we've been playing those guys for the last 4 years. So you know, it's just one of those deals. I think now that it can count, I think we're going at it with a different attitude. I know I am, and I think they'll be all right.
That's great. We hope to hear good things from that after playing these tough teams. I mean, you guys sure have prepared for it over the years, so we'll see how that works out.
Well, they better be.
Yeah.
But you know, it's going to be a situation where we finally are in a situation now that we can go and play, qualify for a regional, possibly win a conference championship and qualify for a regional. And that's what we've been wanting to do that's what I've been wanting to do for the last 10 years. So now that UNF's Division I think is going to be a lot more interest in all the sports. But in baseball, for us, this is a big season for us.
And I'll get you out on this. This is your last season here. You're leaving after this. At the end of the season, you're not going to pull a Brett Favre and want to come back, are you?
Well, I'm not going to come back in college. I know that. I just I don't feel that the NCAA is doing us any favors by putting restrictions to how much time we can practice and how you can make players, better. And I've managed in the minor leagues and done some professional stuff and worked international baseball and coached in the Olympics. So if I want to go back to work, I can find a place to go. But it's not UNF, and it's not. It has nothing to do with the sport itself. It's just the fact I just hate the restrictions, and I'm getting old, so I needed to get out and do something else.
So we're going to not see you coach anymore, perhaps coach? You're just going to go out and enjoy your rest of the time off and not having to work?
Well, I've got some connections in professional sports. Some of those guys played here. The CEO of the New York Mets played for me. The guy who is the new GM for the Toronto Blue Jays was a guy that I worked with the Greek Olympic team. One of our former players is a player development guy with the Milwaukee Brewers. I'm sure that if there's something comes up in professional sports, that if I really want to get back in it, I will. I'm going to take 6 months off and see if I can live without doing it. And then if I can, I will. And if I can, I'll get a job and go back to work.
There you go. Well, Coach Rhodes, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me, and hope everybody comes out and watches the baseball.
Absolutely, and good luck this season. We'll keep in touch and update on the games that we played. So thank you very much, Coach. Coach Dusty Rhodes from the UNF baseball team.